I thought my life was perfect until the night everything cracked. Ethan, stop checking your phone, Vanessa said, laughing as she adjusted the sleeve of her designer dress. You look like my assistant. I'm making sure the photographer sent those pictures, I replied. You worry too much. I worry because I care. Vanessa smiled and kissed my cheek. For a second, I felt lucky. 3 years together. 3 years of supporting her through every campaign, every sponsorship, every late-night live stream. I honestly believed she was the woman I would marry. The luxury hotel ballroom glittered with wealth. Influencers, entrepreneurs, and celebrities filled the room. Vanessa, a woman called. A tall brunette approached us. Ethan, this is Chloe Reed, Vanessa said. My assistant. Chloe offered her hand. I've heard a lot about you. Hopefully good things. She smirked. Not all of them. Vanessa laughed. See, that's Chloe. I like honesty, Chloe said. Something about her tone felt sharp. The evening continued with drinks, music, and endless conversations. Around midnight, someone suggested a drinking game. Let's make it interesting, a businessman shouted. Everyone gathered around a large table. Truth or dare? Someone asked. Dare, Chloe answered immediately. A few rounds passed. The dares grew crazier. Then Chloe's turn came again. She took a sip of champagne and looked directly at me. I've got a dare. The group became quiet. For who? Someone asked. For Ethan. I raised an eyebrow. What kind of dare? Her smile widened. Spend 24 hours dating a homeless girl. The table exploded with laughter. What? I asked. You heard me. That's ridiculous. What? Chloe asked. Scared. More laughter followed. I glanced at Vanessa, expecting her to shut it down. Instead, she grinned. Oh, this is good. Vanessa. What? She said. It's funny. Funny. Come on, Ethan. Lighten up. Chloe leaned forward. There's a girl outside the hotel. She sells bracelets on the sidewalk. You've actually thought about this? Maybe. The crowd laughed again. One woman wiped tears from her eyes. This is amazing. I felt heat rise in my face. I'm not some circus act. Then say no, Chloe replied. The room immediately began chanting. Say no, say no, say no. Vanessa raised her glass. I want to see if my boyfriend can survive one day without me. More laughter. The words hit harder than they should have. You want me to do this? It's only 24 hours. And if I refuse, then everyone will know you're boring. I stared at her. The woman I loved was enjoying my humiliation. Something inside me hardened. Fine, I said. The room erupted. Seriously? Chloe asked. Yes. You accept. I accept. 24 hours. 24 hours. Vanessa laughed. Good luck. I left the ballroom before anyone could say more. Outside, the cool night air hit my face. Near the hotel entrance sat a young woman beside a small display of handmade bracelets. Her clothes were worn but clean. She looked up as I approached. Would you like to buy one? Her voice was soft. Maybe. She smiled politely. They helped pay for food. I crouched beside her. My name is Ethan. I'm Lily. Can I ask you something strange? She laughed lightly. That depends. Would you spend tomorrow with me? Her expression immediately became cautious. Why? I explained the challenge. When I finished, embarrassment flooded through me. I know it sounds awful. A little, she admitted. You can say no. She studied my face. You don't seem like a bad person. I hope not. Then I'll help you. Really, everyone deserves one good day. I blinked. Nobody had said something that kind to me in a long time. Thank you. You're welcome. The next morning became a disaster. Vanessa's followers had already discovered the challenge. Videos spread everywhere. People mocked me relentlessly. Look at this loser. Vanessa deserves better. He actually did it. I tried ignoring the comments. Lily noticed my frustration. Bad. You have no idea. Then stop reading them. It's not that simple. Why not? Because millions of people are laughing at me. She shrugged. Do you know them? No. Do they know you? No. Then why do they matter? I stared at her. That simple question left me speechless. We spent the afternoon walking through the city. I bought lunch. She thanked me 3 separate times. When I held a door open, she smiled. When I helped carry supplies, she smiled again. Every small gesture mattered to her. Eventually she asked, Can I ask something? Sure. Why do you stay with someone who laughs at you? I froze. Vanessa doesn't usually act like that. Are you sure? Of course. Or maybe you're used to it. I didn't answer, because part of me wasn't sure. That evening, Chloe appeared unexpectedly. Mind if I join you? Actually, yes, I said. She laughed. Relax. I'm documenting the challenge. Lily looked uncomfortable. Chloe pulled out her phone. Smile. No, I replied. Still grumpy. Still recording people without permission? She ignored me. Hours later, after dinner, I returned to the hotel alone. I wanted answers. As I walked past a private lounge, I heard familiar voices. Vanessa. I stopped. Seriously, one man said. Why keep him around? Vanessa laughed. My stomach tightened. Then she answered. Because he's loyal. More laughter followed. Another woman asked. That's it? Pretty much. Do you even love him? Vanessa took a sip of her drink. Then she said the words that shattered me. He's only useful because he's loyal. Everyone laughed. I stood frozen outside the door. 3 years. 3 years of love. 3 years of sacrifice. 3 years of believing I mattered. My chest felt hollow. For the first time since meeting Vanessa Carter, my heart broke. The words stayed with me all night. He's only useful because he's loyal. I heard them again and again. By morning, I couldn't pretend anymore. Vanessa had never seen me as a partner. I was convenient. Nothing more. My phone buzzed. It was Lily. Good morning. Morning. You sound tired. I didn't sleep much. Worst night ever. Top 3. She laughed softly. Then let's make today better. I found myself smiling. What's first? Bracelet deliveries. Exciting. Don't mock my business. I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're right. An hour later, we were walking through downtown, carrying small boxes. I looked at the list. You made all these? Most of them. How many do you sell every week? Enough to survive. That doesn't answer the question. She sighed. Usually around 80. That's impressive. It would be if they sold for more. We stopped outside a bookstore. Lily handed over a package. The owner smiled. Thank you, Lily. You're welcome, Mr. Chun. After we left, I asked, how many jobs do you actually have? She looked embarrassed. 4. 4. Bracelets. That's 1. I clean offices at night. 2. I tutor kids on weekends. 3. And I deliver groceries. I stared at her. That's insane. It's necessary. For what? Her expression changed. My brother. A few hours later, I got my answer. Lily led me into a small apartment building. Inside one apartment, a teenage boy sat on a couch reading a science magazine. His face brightened immediately. Lily, hey, troublemaker. He grinned. Who's the rich guy? I laughed. I'm Ethan. Noah Harper. We shook hands. Nice to meet you. You too. Noah pointed at my watch. That thing costs more than our refrigerator. Lily groaned. Noah. What? I'm being honest. I laughed again. For the first time in days, it felt genuine. Noah coughed suddenly. The cough lasted longer than it should have. I frowned. You okay? I'm fine. Liar, Lily said. I'm alive. Barely. I noticed medicine bottles on a nearby shelf. After Noah disappeared into his room, I'll lower my voice. What's wrong with him? Lily hesitated. Chronic heart condition. My stomach dropped. Since birth. Why didn't you tell me? You never asked. How much does treatment cost? A lot. I suddenly understood everything. The jobs. The exhaustion. The worn clothes. Every sacrifice. Everything revolved around keeping Noah healthy. Lily. She shook her head. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm not. What then? I'm impressed. She looked away. Nobody had probably told her that in years. We spent the afternoon making more deliveries. At one apartment complex, an elderly woman opened her door. Lily. Hello, Mrs. Garcia. The older woman hugged her immediately. You brought groceries again. Of course. Mrs. Garcia noticed me. And who is this handsome young man? I nearly choked. Lily laughed. Just a friend. Only a friend? Mrs. Garcia. What? The woman winked at me. I like her instantly. Inside the apartment, Lily unpacked food and medicine. I watched quietly. After 20 minutes, Mrs. Garcia disappeared into another room. I leaned toward Lily. How much does she pay you? Lily looked confused. Pay me? For helping. I don't charge her. What? She lives alone. Lily, what? You're delivering groceries you paid for. Sometimes. And helping for free. She needs help. I stared at her. She genuinely didn't understand why I was shocked. Outside the apartment, I finally asked, "Why do you do all this?" She shrugged. "Because people helped me when my parents died. So now you help everyone else?" That's the idea. Most people with money didn't think that way. Yet this woman with almost nothing did. My phone suddenly exploded with notifications. Thousands of them. What happened? Lily asked. I opened social media. My eyes widened. The challenge videos had gone viral again. Except the comments had changed. That girl works harder than most influencers. Why is Vanessa making fun of her? Lily seems amazing. Team Lily. The support kept growing. Lily looked uncomfortable. I don't like attention. You're getting it anyway. Meanwhile, Vanessa clearly wasn't enjoying it. An hour later, she called me. Have you seen what's happening? Yes. This is ridiculous. What is? My followers are obsessed with her. I looked at Lily helping a customer nearby. I can see why. What does that mean? It means she's a good person. Silence. Then Vanessa snapped. She's manipulating people. I almost laughed. Lily doesn't even know how social media works. You're taking her side now? I'm taking the side that's right. Vanessa hung up. That evening, another call came. This time from Chloe. Can we talk? Sure. She sounded different. Quieter. I met Lily today. And I didn't know. Know what? Any of it. I remained silent. The jobs. Her brother. Everything. Now you do. I feel terrible. For the first time, Chloe sounded human. You should. I know. Why are you telling me this? Because Marcus is pushing Vanessa. My stomach tightened. Pushing her how? He wants her to destroy Lily publicly. What? He says sympathy is shifting away from Vanessa. That's insane. Marcus thinks a scandal will fix it. I clench my jaw. Tell Vanessa to leave Lily alone. I tried. The call ended shortly afterward. That night, I couldn't stop thinking. Something still felt wrong. Pieces weren't fitting together. Then I received an accidental message. A business proposal. Not addressed to me. Addressed to Vanessa. I opened it. My chest tightened instantly. A partnership agreement. International expansion. Relocation package. 3-year contract overseas. I read every page twice. Then 3 times. The dates were recent. The negotiations had been happening for months. Months. I stared at the screen. Vanessa planned to leave the country. She planned to build a life somewhere else. And she had never mentioned it. Not once. Not during dinner. Not during vacations. Not during conversations about marriage. Nothing. I wasn't part of the plan. I wasn't part of her future. The realization hurt more than the cruel words. Because now I understood the truth. She wasn't preparing a future with me. She was preparing one without me. I sat alone on a park bench long after sunset. Eventually Lily found me. There you are. I looked up. You okay? No. She sat beside me. I handed her the phone. She read quietly, then handed it back. That hurts. Yeah. You loved her. I did. The past tense slipped out naturally. Neither of us mentioned it. For a while, we simply watched the city lights. Finally, Lily spoke. You know something? What? My father used to say that the right people bring peace. I stared ahead. And the wrong people, they bring confusion. I laughed weakly. That's surprisingly wise. He was. Silence settled again. Comfortable silence. Not awkward. Not forced. Just peaceful. For the first time in years, nobody expected anything from me. Nobody wanted followers. Nobody wanted money. Nobody wanted status. Lily simply sat beside me. And somehow that was enough. As the cool night breeze moved through the park, the pain inside my chest slowly eased. For the first time in years, I felt something I thought I had lost forever. Peace. The 24-hour challenge officially ended on a Monday morning. According to everyone online, I was supposed to return to Vanessa. I didn't. Instead, I stood outside Lily's apartment carrying groceries. Noah opened the door. You came back. Apparently. He grinned. I won $20. What? I told Lily you'd return. I laughed. Glad I could help your gambling career. Lily appeared from the kitchen. He's not gambling. That's exactly what a gambler would say. Noah pointed at me. See? I like him. For the first time in weeks, being there felt natural. I wasn't performing for cameras. I wasn't attending luxury parties. I wasn't pretending. I was simply helping people who appreciated it. That afternoon, my phone rang. Vanessa. I answered. What? What do you mean, what? You called me. There's an event tonight. I already knew which one. Every major influencer in the city would be there. I know. So you'll be there? No. Silence. What? I'm not coming. Ethan, this is important. Not to me. It affects my brand. The words almost made me laugh. Everything affects your brand. Don't do this. Do what? Embarrass me. I stared at the wall. 3 years together, and she still thought everything revolved around appearances. I'm busy. With her. With people who care about me. The silence that followed felt different. For the first time, Vanessa sounded afraid. Ethan, goodbye. I ended the call. An hour later, the internet exploded. Fans noticed my absence immediately. Questions spread everywhere. Why wasn't Ethan there? Were Vanessa and Ethan breaking up? Had Lily replaced Vanessa? The rumors multiplied by the minute. Meanwhile, another storm was forming. Rachel Morgan, an independent journalist, began publishing reports about Vanessa's company. The first article seemed small. Then another appeared. And another. Former employees started speaking publicly. One interview caught my attention. I worked 60 hours a week. What happened? Rachel asked. I wasn't paid for months. Another former employee spoke. She publicly mocked staff members. Another added, everything was about control. The accusations kept coming. Manipulation, bullying, exploitation. I sat at Lily's table reading everything. This is bad, I said. Noah looked over my shoulder. Wow. Yeah. Your ex is terrible. Lily immediately frowned. Noah. What? Be respectful. I looked at Lily. You're defending her? Not defending. Then what? People make mistakes. I shook my head. Some mistakes are choices. Later that evening, Chloe called. Her voice trembled. I need advice. That's new. I'm serious. What happened? I have evidence. I already knew what she meant. The challenge. Everything. I remained quiet. I have videos, messages, planning documents. How much? Enough to destroy her. The words hung heavily between us. Why tell me? Because I don't know what to do. I leaned back in my chair. Part of me wanted revenge. Part of me wanted Vanessa to feel every ounce of pain she had caused. But another part of me felt exhausted. I was tired of drama, tired of anger, tired of being trapped in her world. What do you want? I asked. I want the truth out. Then release it. Even if it destroys her. I thought about it carefully. If the evidence is real, the truth isn't destroying her. What is? Her own actions. Chloe went silent. Then she whispered, I understand. Unfortunately, Vanessa wasn't staying quiet. 3 days later, she posted a video. Millions watched, including me. She sat in front of a camera, looking sad. I've been silent for too long. I immediately knew this would be bad. Vanessa continued. Some people have taken advantage of my kindness. My jaw tightened. She didn't say Lily's name at first. Then she did. Lily Harper entered this situation knowing exactly what she was doing. I couldn't believe it. Vanessa accused Lily of manipulating public sympathy. She suggested Lily had used me for money, used Noah for attention, used her personal struggles for followers. The comments exploded instantly. Half the internet defended Lily. The other half attacked her. The harassment started immediately. Messages, threats, cruel accusations. By evening, Lily's social media pages were overwhelmed. I found her sitting quietly in the apartment. You okay? No. Don't read the comments. I tried. Her eyes looked exhausted. This is my fault. No. If I never met you. Stop. She looked at me. This isn't your fault. It feels like it. For the first time since meeting her, she looked defeated. The sight broke my heart. Things became worse the next morning. Noah collapsed during breakfast. The stress had affected his condition. At the hospital, I paced the hallway. Lily sat silently. Finally, the doctor emerged. He'll recover. We both exhaled. But he needs less stress. Lily laughed bitterly. That's impossible. After the doctor left, she buried her face in her hands. I'm so tired. I sat beside her. You don't have to carry everything alone. Yes, I do. No. Who else will? I didn't hesitate. I will. She looked up. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then she whispered, "Thank you." That same evening, everything changed. Chloe finally made her decision. She released everything. Every message, every video, every conversation. The evidence spread across the internet like wildfire. People watched Vanessa and Marcus planning the challenge. People heard them discussing publicity. People saw them laughing about humiliating me. One video hit hardest. Marcus said, "The homeless girl makes great content." Vanessa laughed. Exactly. The backlash was immediate. Sponsors ended contracts. Business partners issued statements. Collaborators vanished. Friends disappeared. Everyone who once praised Vanessa suddenly distanced themselves. The empire she spent years building started crumbling in a single night. I watched the chaos unfold from Lily's couch. Noah sat beside me. "Wow. Yeah. She's finished." Lily shook her head. "Don't celebrate." Noah blinked. "Why not?" "Because someone's life is falling apart. Even after everything, she still showed compassion." That was who she was. Hours later, someone knocked on the apartment door. It was almost midnight. "I'll get it," I said. I opened the door. My breath caught instantly. Vanessa stood there. Her makeup was ruined. Her eyes were swollen. She looked nothing like the confident influencer the world knew. For the first time since I met her, she looked completely broken. "Ethan," she whispered. I stared silently. Tears streamed down her face. "Please." Her voice cracked. "Please talk to me." Behind me, Lily and Noah stepped into the hallway. The apartment became completely silent. And for the first time, Vanessa Carter looked truly afraid of losing me forever. Vanessa stood in the doorway, crying. "Please talk to me." I looked at Lily. She quietly took Noah into his room. The apartment door closed behind them. Now it was just me and Vanessa. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then she whispered, "I ruined everything." I crossed my arms. "Did you?" "Yes." Her voice shook. "I ruined us." The words felt strange coming from her. For years, Vanessa never admitted mistakes. Now she looked completely broken. I stepped aside. "Come in." She entered slowly. We sat across from each other at the small kitchen table. The silence lasted almost a minute. Finally, I spoke. "What?" She looked down. "Because I thought you'd never leave." I blinked. "What?" "I always thought you'd stay." The honesty caught me off guard. Vanessa wiped her eyes. "No matter how badly I treated you." She laughed bitterly. "You always forgave me." I didn't answer. Because she was right. "I got used to it," she continued. "Used to what?" "Having you." The room felt heavy. "You supported me." She looked up. "You defended me." Another tear rolled down her cheek. "You loved me more than I deserved." I stared at the table. For the first time, I believed she meant every word. "I never thought you would walk away." "Yet I did." "Yes." She nodded slowly. And by the time I realized what I was losing, it was too late. The pain in her voice sounded real. For years, I had wanted her to understand. Now she finally did. But somehow it didn't change anything. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I know." "No." Her voice cracked. "I mean it." For a long moment, I saw genuine regret in her eyes. Not regret for losing followers. Not regret for losing sponsors. Regret for losing me. And somehow that made everything sadder. Because regret couldn't erase 3 years. It couldn't erase humiliation. It couldn't erase disrespect. It couldn't erase all the times I felt invisible. "I believe you're sorry," I said. Vanessa lowered her head. But being sorry isn't the same as changing the past." She closed her eyes. I think she already knew that. The next few weeks were brutal for her. Every day, another sponsor left. Every day, another business deal collapsed. The worst part came when Marcus disappeared. Vanessa called me one afternoon. "He's gone." "What happened?" "He blamed everything on me." I wasn't surprised. "He left." "Completely." She laughed bitterly. The moment things became difficult, I remembered all the people Vanessa had discarded over the years. Employees, friends, partners. Now the same thing was happening to her. The people she trusted were abandoning her, just like she once abandoned others. Life had a strange way of teaching lessons. Meanwhile, something incredible happened for Lily. One morning, Rachel visited the apartment. "I have news." Noah looked excited immediately. "Good news? The best kind." Rachel placed several documents on the table. "People have been donating." Lily's eyes widened. "What? For Noah's treatment?" "That's impossible." Rachel smiled. "Not impossible." The amount made all of us speechless. Noah nearly fell off his chair. "Are we rich?" "No," Lily said. "Then almost rich?" Rachel laughed. "Close." For the first time, Noah's future looked secure. A week later, Mrs. Garcia arrived carrying homemade food. She wasn't alone. Several neighbors stood behind her. "What's going on?" Lily asked. Mrs. Garcia smiled. "The community voted." "Voted on what?" "Helping you." One neighbor stepped forward. "We know everything you've done for people." Another nodded. "Now, let us help you." Lily immediately started crying. For years, she had quietly supported others. Now, that kindness was returning to her. Watching it happen felt beautiful. A month later, another surprise arrived. A local retailer offered to sell Lily's jewelry. Then another company called. Then another. Orders began arriving daily. Noah walked into the living room one afternoon holding a calculator. "We have a problem." Lily looked concerned. "What?" "I can't count this high." She laughed. "What are you talking about?" "Your business." For the first time, I saw Lily believe she deserved success. And she did. Every single bit of it. Meanwhile, Chloe started rebuilding her own life. She called one evening. "I got a new job." "Really? Different industry." "Congratulations." She laughed. "I never want to work around influencers again." Probably a smart choice. No argument there. Slowly, everyone began moving forward. Everyone except me. Because one decision still remained. One evening, Vanessa asked to meet. I agreed. We sat on a quiet park bench, the same place where Lily once comforted me. Vanessa smiled sadly. "I guess this is it." I nodded. She looked toward the sunset. "Part of me still hopes you'll come back." The words hurt. Not because I wanted to return, because once upon a time, I would have. I thought about our 3 years together. The vacations, the memories, the dreams, the plans. They weren't all bad. Some moments have been beautiful. Vanessa noticed my silence. "Do you remember when we first met?" "Yes." "You looked terrified." I laughed. I was. For a moment, we both smiled. Then reality returned. "Ethan." "Yeah." "One last chance." I closed my eyes. There it was. The choice. The biggest choice of my life. The familiar past. Or the uncertain future. I thought about Vanessa. Then I thought about Lily. One woman laughed when people humiliated me. The other sat beside me when I was broken. One expected loyalty. The other inspired it. I finally opened my eyes. "Thank you." Vanessa frowned. "For what?" "For teaching me something important." Her expression softened. "What?" I took a deep breath. "Love without respect isn't love." Tears filled her eyes. I continued. "I loved you." The past tense landed heavily between us. "But I deserve more than being useful." She nodded slowly, as if hearing a truth she couldn't deny. "And Lily?" she whispered. I smiled before answering. "Lily makes me feel seen." Vanessa looked away. A single tear rolled down her cheek. Then she stood. "I hope she's good to you." "She already is." For the first time, there was no anger between us. Only acceptance. "Goodbye, Ethan." "Goodbye, Vanessa." She walked away, and I never saw her again. Months passed. Noah's treatment succeeded. His health improved every week. Lily's jewelry business grew beyond anything she imagined. Mrs. Garcia became her loudest customer. Rachel remained a close friend. Chloe built a new career far away from toxic people. As for Vanessa, she quietly disappeared from public life. I heard she was rebuilding herself. Honestly, I hoped she succeeded. One evening, nearly a year later, Lily and I stood overlooking the ocean. The sunset painted the sky gold. She slipped her hand into mine. "What are you thinking about?" I smiled. "A dare." She laughed. "Seriously?" "Seriously. That's strange." "Maybe." The waves rolled gently below us. I looked at her. The woman everyone had ignored. The woman everyone looked down on. The woman who changed my life. "You know," I said, "I went looking for a joke." Lily smiled. "And?" I squeezed her hand. "Instead, I found my forever." Her eyes filled with happy tears. Then she rested her head on my shoulder. As the sun disappeared beyond the horizon, I realized something powerful. The challenge that was meant to humiliate me had given me the greatest gift of my life. And standing beside Lily, I knew I would never let that gift go.